a case study, an example for you guys. This isn't a real active campaign out there that I'm trying to, harvest information off of. It's simply an example, but you can see how I've used this. They fill out the form, they submit it, and then I get the lead, and everything else happens as usual. But you can run multiple campaigns in here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edit one of these existing campaigns, and the editing process is exactly the same as creating a new campaign. So if I would have clicked create new campaign, it would have taken me the same spot. It breaks down your campaign into an offer, the details, the actual design, and then the content. And then there's some advanced features like adding video and pictures to your template. So underneath offer, we start out and it says select which language you want your template to be in or your landing page to be in. And we just started supporting multiple languages, and our first language that we put in there is Spanish. So if I select Spanish, it's going to publish everything out in Spanish, and that's on that page. It doesn't take my data and translate it. It just provides me little things like terms and conditions and the request info and the submit button. All of those items are already pre-translated for you. All you do is just add the content. And then what you do underneath offer, it says what type of offer do you want to do? Do you want to generate leads? Do you want to sell products? Do you want to generate leads and sell products? So I jump in here, and first off I want to talk real quick before I go through this whole process about this. If you want to generate leads, it'll take you down a path to select which leads you want to generate. If you want to sell a product, it'll ask you questions about your product, like how much do you want to sell it for? Is there shipping costs? And then it's directly tied, and this is important, it's directly tied to merchanting. Right now it's tied to PayPal, and we're offering future merchanting options in there, but it's going to be it's as easy to set up and sell a product as it is on eBay. You can actually just put your price in, your shipping amount in, put your PayPal PayPal address in, and then you can hit save and continue, and it walks you through the process. Very, very, very simple. But in this example, I want to focus on generate leads. Okay, so I'm going to create a campaign that's going to generate me leads, because I want to get leads for my business. So the first thing it asks me is, okay, so I'm going to get leads when I advertise this, and people click on it. I'm going to share it with the gazillion people and get a bunch of leads. What lead data do I want? First name, last name, phone, email. Well, the first thing that comes to your mind is, well, I want it all. I'll take all of it. Well, realize that every time you add an additional click here, and you check one of these, your likelihood of getting somebody to fill out that form just decreased. The less number of fields you ask for, the more likely somebody's going to give up that data. So just be careful. I usually go first name, last name, phone, and email. And that's it. There is a feature here called CAPTCHA. And what CAPTCHA is I don't know if you guys have ever filled out a form on the internet where it shows you an image with all these weird characters, and you've got to repeat the image and type it in a box in order for the form to submit. The reason people have that on their site is there's oftentimes automated website scripts that'll run across the web, and when it finds a form, it'll start automatically spamming that form, submitting data into it. And so by turning CAPTCHA on, it requires that a physical person look at the image and type it in order to submit the form, so it reduces spam. However, it also reduces the ability for somebody to fill out that form, because sometimes those can be a pain in the butt. So that's kind of in my opinion, a double-edged sword. It may save you from getting spam leads, but at the same time, it may cost you in good leads. So be careful there. The next thing is add question. Let's say there's a question on the form that is not already in here by default, like how much do you owe on your credit card, or whatever, how much do you do this, or what. You can actually type those in there and add that question right to the form, and it allows you to add custom questions to the form that you're going to ask. Now, moving on down the screen, again, look what tab we're on. We've already selected our offer. Now we're putting in the details of the campaign. We're not doing any programming. This is just simple questions. Anybody can do this. You can do this all day long in your sleep. So here's what you do. It says, how would you like to be notified of leads? You have some options here. There's a statistic out there that says 80% of lost sales is due to lead neglect. Now, can you believe that 80%? 80% of lost sales is due to lead neglect. It's not because people aren't trained how to close. It's not because they don't ask for the credit card. It's because they're not managing their leads well. And so if that's the case, then it becomes very important if you're using this for lead generation that there's some type of utility that's going to help you manage those leads. And that's exactly what we've done. So what we do in here is the lead is automatically sent to your email. Then you can have it sent to your cell phone in the form of a text message. So what I do is I type in my cell phone number here, and I select the carrier if I'm on T-Mobile. And then what happens is when somebody fills out the form on my landing page, it is going to automatically, the moment they hit submit, tag my phone with a text message with all the lead data, and I can call the person back right then and there. While they're hot, I can call them back. While they're interested in my product, I can call them back. While they are looking at my page, I can call them back, which is pretty cool. Okay, the next thing it says is, would you like to create an autoresponder? Oh, and I forgot. Not only does it send it to your email and it sends it to your phone, it also sends it to a lead manager in the back office, which I'll show you. Next thing says is, would you like to create an autoresponder? And it's default yes. And what this is, and I would recommend this, is the second they fill out that form, the system will automatically send an email to the client thanking them, and you can configure that email, and then you can have a series of additional emails go out to them, and that's called drip marketing, D-R-I-P. It's like drip, raindrops dripping on them. You would drip a new message to them once a week or every other day, and over time they see your message enough that they one day inquire about it. So you can do drip marketing with that. So we mark that as yes. The next thing that's important, it says, would you like to offer a digital download? And you may go, well, what the heck is that? I don't know what a digital download is, and why would I want one? Well, imagine, okay, if you're a travel agency and you have a deal sheet of the top cruises for this week. This is the number 1 discount cruises. These are the specials that aren't published to anybody but the people that are on our list. And if you want to get this, you need to be on our list. Fill out the form. So I fill out the form, and then what you can do is, if you were that travel agency, you could upload a PDF document that has a list of those cruises, or if there's an image you want to upload or some other information, you can upload that document there, and it could have an entire brochure on your travel agency and all your specials. Or it could be a coupon. Maybe you're a business and you want to give somebody a coupon when they fill out the form. You can upload your coupon right there. And what our system does is it automatically fulfills that, and it will send that coupon to the client. You don't have to worry about shipping it out or responding by email. It's doing it. You just plug it in for the first time, you walk away and let the system do the work for you. That's what ad2action is about. Now, we've done details. You saw it's pretty much point and click. You select which options you want, and then you move into select designs. So far, so easy. You have 2 options here. For those of you that are crazy creators, okay, the ones that don't mind getting out there and jumping into Photoshop and creating your ads, we have a path for you. And that's where you can create your own custom templates. You can upload your own background, select which type of skins you want, and that's a very, very cool feature. And I'll leave that for another video. And then there's, for those of us that may be in a hurry and we have to have something that's done, that looks good, that's completed, you can go into our pre-designed selected categories. Now, when you go inside here, there's 2 tabs at the top. One says All Industry, or actually not tabs, these are little bullets, All Industries and Company Brands. What All Industries is it pulls up, I think, roughly 60 industries that are already predefined with pre-built templates. And then company brands, or if you're associated with any company that we're partners with, we might have templates that you can use, like Tahitian Noni, eFusion. If you're associated with any companies out there, actually I'll show you some of them. You have, if I select company brands, it does a reload. There's ad2action, Alexboy, Art for God, ATA Karate. So if you're in karate and you want to look at some ATA karate templates, there's some pre-built templates already in here for you. Body Evolution.